Hi, I'm Leanne and welcome to my channel at I Say This With Love 33. If this is your first time here, thank you for visiting my channel. You are definitely called to be here to hear what we have to talk about today. If you are a returning visitor, thank you for supporting me and coming back. Something that I might say is definitely touching you and you might be feeling something. But always remember to resonate, try to resonate, discern what is good for you and what feels good with you. I want to share what I have been listening to the last few days by a very smart, amazing mystic who is not here with us anymore. He has passed. He has so much knowledge and insight. And as I was listening to his video, probably about 10 times, I just kept feeling into it. I was just like, wow, and I was having these amazing downloads of I get it. I understand why certain things happened in my life. I hear you. I feel it. I get it. I got to put this out there for others. So I took some notes and I wanted to bring it up today. And it's about cause and effect and who we are as humans. Yes, we're born onto this earth in our human body, in our human form, but we are a soul inside of a body. And this gets pretty deep, and maybe you're not ready for this or you're not on that path yet. Maybe you are. So take what resonates and just leave the rest. And if it does resonate, pass it on to others that you know that are on the same path and have that interest in knowing and finding deeper into the truth and the truth for your own personal self. So with cause and effect and our human selves, and it goes deep into the scientific aspect, it goes into with Carl Jung and the psychology, and it's so fascinating. But here's what I really felt deeply. He was explaining that we are all born onto this earth and we are all just like a clean slate. And then we are in the womb, we are born, and then sediment starts to fill us. So imagine as if you were a glass of water and the water is clear when you're born. And then the sediment, dirt, starts getting poured into there. So some kind of trauma, perhaps from lifetimes ago that you're not even aware about, perhaps during the gestational time in your mom's womb, perhaps birth, and then all the things after birth, such as parents, teachers, religions, politics, all the things that tell you who you are, what you need to think, how you need to be in a straight line to be accepted and be nice, and this is how we do it, and that's the only way there is to do it. And if you believe one way, everybody else has to believe that, but deep inside you, you're thinking, no, that doesn't feel good to me. That's not what I feel. Imagine that clean water just getting filled with all the things that happen during our lifetime. It goes deep into our subconscious. Yeah, we move on and we forget about it, but it gets buried down into our subconscious. And then at some point in some time, something is going to trigger that memory and your subconscious. It's going to get stirred up and the subconscious is going to push it back up and be like, uh-oh, something got stirred up and now I'm feeling angry, or now I'm feeling sad, or now I'm feeling depressed. And you might not have any clue why you are feeling that because it has been buried in your subconscious for so long. But that glass of water and all this sediment is at the bottom, and then you take something and you stir it and say something that is stirring it, perhaps a spouse or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever, and you're all having a nice time, and then the water gets stirred. Somebody says something that triggers that other person, unintentionally said. And the person that gets triggered doesn't even know why they're triggered. But all of a sudden they're just like, that makes me so mad. Why? Because it's pushed down and now it got stirred up. And when you stir that clean water and the sediment starts to come up and swirl and it turns into murky, yucky water, all that needs to be cleared out and purged and released. And then it goes back down and then it settles back down. So unless we can tap in and push into our feelings, push into them, accept them, acknowledge them, feel them, and release them, that sediment at the bottom of the glass is going to stay there. The more we can push into it and heal it, then that sediment starts to get cleared away. That made so much sense to me because I looked back on my lifetime and my life lessons, and especially recently with the ending of my marriage. And I'm just like, dang, like I always felt and believed that I was just an innocent victim. And now I completely see, like I had, and I still have things in my subconscious that are buried, the sediment. And sometimes if somebody will say something and stir it up and I can feel the emotion rising or the anger or the sadness or the defensiveness, but through meditation and awareness, I'm able to like accept it, like, oh, I see what's happening. It's not their fault. I'm not a victim. They're not the mean one. Something in them is stirring up and it's onto me, and what I have in me, my sediment, is feeling stirred up, and I'm going to be like, but we have the ability to stop that, to relearn, to heal, to clear that sediment. When something gets activated and chaos engages, you freak out, you're depressed, you get snotty. And maybe, you know, in your household, you're like having a nice time and everything. And then you could all of a sudden just feel like, God, you know, like I'm just irritable and nobody better look at me or talk to me. Well, that's your sediment getting stirred up because it's buried deep within our subconscious and we don't know it. It's completely blocked out of our mind, but it's deeply buried. So when feelings come up and things come up, perhaps maybe think about it and allow yourself, oh, this is sediment being stirred up. It's not that other person's fault that they were just talking and saying something and then all of a sudden it just irritated the crap out of me. No, think about within, go within. Don't put the blame outward. Self-reflect and think, what in me, like, and sit with yourself. If you can go into a state of meditation, do it. Sit quietly. Allow yourself to be guided with your higher mind. It's so beautiful, and it's so, once I heard it and I listened to it so many times, and it's like, now once I know what I know, I can't unknow what I know. And I put the pieces of the puzzle together now, and I'm just like, dang, that makes so much sense. And it brings so much peace and awareness. When you feel like that, like I said, try to go into meditation. Something might stimulate you to go into an icky, cranky mood, but through meditation and awareness of your mind and the control of your tongue is gonna level it out. It's not going to be like, I need to fight, I need to be right, I need to be in control, this person needs to back down and stand down. No, just be quiet. Quiet down. Shut your mind down. Feel instead of think. Quiet that ego. And the cause and effect of this chaotic emotional sediment that's just laying at the bottom of a glass will start to go away and dissipate, and we're going to feel better. I absolutely love that. And when you are going through your meditations and you learn to meditate, you become a magnet for peace. You aren't a magnet for chaos and discontentment anymore, because when your sediment is constantly floating around in that glass and you're just like a person who's like, the world hates me and God hates me and this sucks and my life sucks and nothing good ever happens for me and that person's an idiot. All those negative, low vibrational vibes are stirred around. They're stimulated, they're floating around. But when you can tap into your inner self and your meditation, then you become a magnet for peace and joy and love. And you begin to see the beauty and the love in everything in our world, even to that person who is perhaps irritating you and stirring something up. They themselves are at a wounded space and acting out of a wounded space that has not been touched and healed. So you can stop and think about, okay, they need love. I send them love. I'm not gonna accept and be responsible for what they are putting out onto me because it doesn't feel good, but they need love as well as I need love. And we all need healing, and we are all just trying to do the best that we can. And once we become aware of that, it becomes easier, and you become more like having aha moments of like, oh, that's why this person does this or acts like this or is always negative in a vibe, because, you know, they've got sediment in the bottom of their cup. And when you can look at people in the world from that point of view, it's going to bring so much awareness and like softness. It's going to soften your heart for the collective. Here's a quote that he said, and I believe he said it's from Buddha. We suffer in direct proportion to our own inherent tendencies to do so. That's deep. He also said, this is from Buddha. Buddha said, hell is a concentration that we make on our own perceived agony. Wow. That's deep. That's very deep. And I want to just acknowledge these amazing teachings that I have learned and put them out to the world, and how we can implement it into our own daily lives and our human selves. And psychology has always fascinated me, and the way that we think and the way our subconscious is and how we bury emotions, and like the whole Sigmund and Freud and Carl Jung, and all that is just so fascinating, and has so much to do with our lives. So I just wanted to put that out there and share this with you guys. If you have any questions or comments, like, don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section, because this can go like really deep. You might not even understand or know, like, what the heck is she talking about? And that was me a few years back. But now, like, I feel it. I feel that. And allow yourself to feel things instead of think. Again, the intent is to try to quiet our mind and open our heart. And it's a space that you can feel your heart expand, and love flows out, and then love flows in, instead of being in our mind all the time in our ego, and we have to think about it. Try this, like, give yourself a test. Instead of thinking about, I think I need to do this, and I think that, or I see this and I see that, instead of using the words think or see, replace it with feel. I feel this, and allow yourself to just go into your body and your heart and see, how does that feel? How does that feel within your body? Is it expanding? Does it feel good? Does it feel open? Like, yeah, that's a good feeling and I want more of that. Or does it make you feel like you're closing up and your heart space is closing and you're contracting? That's your answer. Like I've said before, your body is always communicating with you. So if something makes you feel expanded and open and full of love, do it. If something contracts and makes you feel icky and small and tight and tense, don't do it. Say no, and it's okay to say no. But cause and effect is a big thing in this world. And whatever we are doing now, if you want to know what your life looks like in the future, look at your life today. How are you today? What are you causing today that's going to be an effect in the future? Are you causing expansion in your heart and your body and your mind and your soul? And your future is going to be much more open and filled with peace and joy and love? Or are you causing like anger and bitterness and resentment and jealousy, and then your future is going to look the same. Like, it's an intentional choice, and we all have choices because you are the creator of your life. You can choose to be the creator or the victim. So choose today what you want to create for your future. Make the changes today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait till you feel better. Don't wait till the economy gets better. Don't wait till there's a new president. Don't wait till the sky turns blue. Do it now. Do it today. Start now. Take those first steps to make the changes that you want to be the creator of your life and not the victim. It's a beautiful space. Been there, done that. I can attest to that. I speak straight from the heart, full truth. I took that choice and I made that decision in my life 3.5 years ago, and here I am today, putting videos out for the world to see in hopes of bringing enlightenment and love and peace and wisdom to everybody. Everything that I come across, that I learn and I acknowledge that resonates in my heart, I put out there. So I hope this touched some of you in your heart space and start to feel into things. Quiet your mind and open your heart. Thanks for visiting my channel at I Say This With Love 33. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. Again, please leave a comment in the comment section. I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you and namaste.